Hey, my friends, Pastor Chad here, and we're coming to you again Wednesday with our Port Naz Devotional series. I hope you're hanging in there. We have been walking through a Lenten season that's coming to conclusion this week. This is what we call Holy Week. And maybe you knew that, and maybe you've been following the different things that have been going on. There is actually a Good Friday service at the church at 12 o'clock. You're more than welcome and invited to be there. But today's Wednesday, and I wanted to talk about what might have been happening on Wednesday of Holy Week. Wednesday of Holy Week is kind of an eerily quiet time in the life of Jesus in Scripture. You don't read or hear a lot of Jesus or what's going on. However, it comes off the heels of the Sunday triumphal entry, that Palm Sunday and Monday when Jesus is frustrated and flips over the tables in the temple in disgust, and a Tuesday in which Jesus is questioned by the chief priest over the authority he has. And then you have this quiet Wednesday. I'm not sure if your Wednesday is quiet or not. I got birds chirping where I'm at, but that quiet Wednesday. And it seems like it's the calm before the storm. But lurking in the shadows, seeking his own agenda, is this disciple of Jesus that forces his hand, named Judas. And the churches call this somewhat of a Spy Wednesday in tradition in the history. Spy Wednesday, where Judas becomes kind of a spy, and we have a lot of questions of why. As this dark conspiracy against Jesus races forward, not just from his enemies on the outsides, those who don't like him on the outskirts, but even those within his inner circle. And the church has called this, throughout the tradition of the history of the church, Spy Wednesday. And it's not as known as Good Friday or Maundy Thursday, but this idea of Spy Wednesday, because Judas begins to put down a plan and do his own thing to kind of push this agenda forward against Jesus. And maybe it didn't even mean to do what it meant to do. I have no idea completely all the thought went in Jesus' mind. But I do know that words like treachery and betrayal against Judas come to the forefront. Judas probably would have never thought his actions probably would have resulted in the definition and defining of who his character was. I think there was probably more to it than we understand. But the question still remains, why did Judas betray Jesus? On this Wednesday, we might find some answers, maybe not, but if you start reading the Word, you can start trying to put together the pieces, almost like a puzzle. And there's verses right before this all happens where the disciples and Judas are in a home of a man named Simon the leper. And it says that a woman comes in this place with an alabaster jar filled with very expensive perfume, which she has poured on the head of Jesus as he's reclining at the table. And disciples, especially Judas, do not like this. When Judas and a few of them saw this, the response, it says, is what a waste. However, the symbolism within the story goes way beyond what is seen or what we're reading. You see, this Wednesday that we know how much is going on and what's going to conspire in just a few days, this jar of perfume is a preparation for a soon burial. Did she know? Did they know? I don't know. I don't think so. But it's possible that this aroma that was poured upon Jesus, it's possible that it was still upon him the next few days as it unfolds. And I know there's a lot more to the story, but sometimes I read Scripture and I just get stuck on certain things, and I want to stop right there about this aroma. The idea of this aroma was upon Jesus, the aroma that was in that room that day before the Spy Wednesday, that day when she begins to pour the perfume. There's aroma in that room. In fact, there's a scripture verse I wanted to read you today that comes out of 2 Corinthians. It says this, 2 Corinthians 2:15. It says, "For we are to God the aroma of Christ among those who are being saved and those who are perishing." Let me read that again because I want you to soak it in. For we are to God the aroma of Christ among those who are being saved and those who are perishing. And then it goes on in verse 16. To the one, we are the smell of death, and to the other, the fragrance of life. Two aromas. In that room, there was two aromas. You had the aroma of this woman who dumps the alabaster jar upon Jesus, giving love, devotion to Jesus in the form of expensive perfume. But I want you to see the attitude of love and desire and commitment to give all I have to Jesus. And then you have the aroma, the second aroma that's created in the story of Judas and those that are selfish and greedy and kind of have their own ambition of what they want to see the story look like and begin to push their agenda. Judas' aroma is not sweet. It's described as rotten, treacherous, completely unpleasant to God. So in this week, this Holy Week, I want you to think about something today. How would you describe your spiritual aroma? How would it be defined? Is it like that of the woman a woman pouring the aroma upon Jesus? Or is it more like the greed, the selfishness of Judas? I'd love for you today, as this Holy Week, kind of a week of contemplation a bit, to spend some time today and maybe this week contemplating your aroma, your spiritual faith aroma. What do you smell like? Not just physically, but spiritually. What has your attitude been like? What is your demeanor to others? When you get stressed out and you're in the store line, it's long, and you're trying to get out of there, what's your thought? When there's somebody who's bugging you in front of you, or just do you want to give your opinion and tell them why they shouldn't do something or should do something? Or is it that sweet fragrance, the loving, kindness, compassionate fragrance? If you don't know, here's my challenge for you. Ask a family member, ask a friend. Maybe be honest, evaluate, like, how's my aroma been to you lately? Or just ask yourself and sit there and just think about my attitude towards others. As we look towards Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and ultimately Resurrection Sunday, we want our aroma to be that it would be a beautiful reminder of who Jesus is and who Jesus desires us to be. God bless you today.